Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. The first song that we played is entitled Engines of Resistance. Kind of describes a teenager, doesn't it? But not these. These have not been any type of engines of resistance at all. Okay? That piece was written by Larry Clark. That was our first piece we started on yesterday, and they've done a great, great job. Our next selection that we'd like to play for you is entitled Terracotta, and it's by Willie Owens. A lot of band directors here, I certainly know who Willie Owens is. He's a retired band director, and he writes a whole lot of music that is very, very playable and enjoyable for younger kids. And actually, when we go to UIL sight reading contest, whether it's in March or April, a lot of times some of the grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3 pieces that junior high bands and smaller high school bands play are written by Willie Owens. This is Terracotta by Willie Owens. Thank you very much. The next piece we'd like to play for you is pretty challenging, actually. They've done a great job, working on this piece. It's called Prelude and Firestorm. We're just going to play the Firestorm part. It's by Roland Bear. So, we all have been in a firestorm, not been in one, excuse me. But we all can imagine what a firestorm is. Okay? It gets really intense, and then there's moments of calm, okay? And then there's other moments of tenseness. Hey, hopefully some of that will come across. Okay? This is Prelude and Firestorm by Roland Bear. before we play our last number, I'd certainly like to extend a word of thanks to Mr. Chris Witt, Mr. Eric Gray, the Region 4 coordinators for inviting me to come here and work. And work with these fine students. Believe me, when people ask you to come do region bands, you consider it a tremendous honor. You know, I know that back at home in our own region bands, you know, we try to ask really good people to do things the kids will enjoy, and hopefully they do, and they end up having a fun time and enjoy the concert. They couldn't find anybody like that, so they asked me. But anyway, I certainly would like to thank Mr. Witt and Mr. Gray and the directors of Region 4 for this opportunity. I'd also like to extend a word of thanks to Mr. Michael Moody and Mr. Chris Clifton, who are Lakewater band directors and have put forth a lot of effort in hosting today's event. And so let's give all of them a round of applause. It's no small task. There's a lot involved. And I would encourage you that if they're your home band directors, to keep encouraging them to say a word of thanks. If you happen to see any, Mr. Witt or Mr. Gray or Mr. Moody or Clifton afterwards, if you don't know them or if you do know them, just say a word of thanks to them. Okay? You'd be surprised, parents and kids, how much just a word of thanks. Okay? Any school teachers in here? Any school teachers, raise your hands. Great, thank you. Put your hands down. Man, most school teachers, man, they work hard anyway. But man, if they just know they're appreciated and they get a word of thanks, whether it's an email or a phone call or a card or whatever, they'll go to bat and work their tail off for you. I would also like to say a huge thank you to Mr. Jacobia Cartwright back here, who's from White Oaks. One of the band directors in White Oaks has kind of been helping out, has been helping out the percussion and has been like my black Jesus today, okay? And he's been my savior. Parents, I'd like to just say a word of thanks for being here, for supporting your child in band, for supporting band. Band's a wonderful thing. And we hear all these things that are wrong with the youth of America and this or that, and there's things wrong with the school district, and we're not going to solve any of that here. But I'm telling you, what's sitting on this stage is what's right. This is what's right. There are a lot of worthwhile activities in school. Okay? Athletics. I played football. I was in athletics all the way through high school. We probably have kids on stage here that have been involved in athletics. They're involved in speech, debate, drama, different things. Okay? They're all worthwhile. They're all worthwhile. I encourage you to keep encouraging your child to do that. But on behalf of your children, let me say a word of thanks for the investment that you've made in their band career, whether it's purchasing an instrument, whether it's buying reeds, whether it's buying a mouthpiece, whether it's toting them up to the school for practice, picking them up after practice, going to junior high football games, supporting them in things like this, and encouraging them. Okay? And I want to ask these kids on stage right now to give your parents a round of applause for all that. See, I know I didn't have to do that. They'd have done that without any prodding, right? Okay. And then lastly, I would like to thank these kids on stage. They have been wonderful. And when you think back that we got together yesterday at 2 o'clock and we rehearsed from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, okay? They couldn't get their phones out. They couldn't get their iPads out. They were out without Twitter, without Snapchat, without texting, without whatever for 4 hours. Most of the time you would think that they were going to die. But they did great. They did great. And then this morning to show back up and rehearse from 9 to 12. They did great. And then this afternoon to go from 1 to 3, we stopped a little early because they were doing so great. You would be so proud of these kids. Okay? Band directors, Region 4 band directors, you are doing an amazing job. I stand here and take no credit for how these kids play. They showed up with the tools. Okay? They showed up with the tools to do all of this. We just passed out some new music and worked on it, and I'm blessed to stand in front of them. They are amazing. You need to be proud, not only of them, but of your Region 4 ATSSB band programs, because they're doing an amazing job, and I appreciate you so very much. Okay, at the end of the concert, these sweet, precious children, yeah, I'm talking about yours too, they're going to come off this stage right here. They're going to get their patch. Please make sure they get home with their patch. Last week was our region thing, and we picked up a patch. I don't think it was one of our kids, but somebody gave me a patch that they found. Okay, they're going to want that patch, so make sure they have it. You know, help them save onto it so when they get to high school, they can sew it on their letter jackets. And I know some of you sitting out there right now still have your letter jacket from school hanging in your closet. It probably doesn't fit, okay, but you still have it. Okay, so make sure they still have that, okay? And then they're going to go put their stuff up, and then they're being released to you or either to the administrators. Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for being here. Our last piece we're going to play for you is called Turning Point by Sean O'Laughlin.